Qube is the bank and budgeting app that I use to manage my finances. There's big changes planned for 2025 and beyond, and Qube is evolving fast, so let's get right into it. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Brittany, and today we're going to be diving into some exciting news and updates from Qube Money. Qube is what I use to budget with, and this channel is Brittany on a Budget. I'll be sharing about what changes are coming in the coming year and beyond. Qube hosted a live on January 30th, and the overarching theme was how they were switching the app from being just a budgeting application to being more goal-based. They realized that they were boxing themselves in and narrowing the focus on being just about budgeting, and so they're expanding out to those who aren't focused on just their budgets. They want to focus more on being goal-based, and so that means it's not just about tracking spending. It's about helping people achieve their financial goals with ease. Whether it's paying bills, saving for a big purchase, or managing everyday expenses, Qube is designed to support your financial journey. And for my fellow former Simple Bank users, the shift might feel really familiar.
What we want to do is a 3-step process, and it will cover in turn the goals in this. You add some cash to Qube, whether you do a direct deposit or a money movement. You create your expenses, and we will even probably get rid of the types. I think we don't need to go into what is a bill cube, what is a goal cube, and even simplify that. So reduce and remove every friction point. Think about what you want to achieve with that goal, right? It doesn't matter if it's a bill or a spend or an expense. It asks very simple questions, and the UI, as you can see, has been simplified. What do you need the money for? You enter that. Then we ask you, when do you need that money by? If it's a bill, you write, I need this much by the bill date. But then in terms of a grocery, you might just say, I need $100 every week. And we will do all the calculation of the allocation. You will not need to worry about that. The auto reloading will happen by itself. So here's a concept of a mortgage cube where monthly it auto reloads $100 on the last day of the month. If you say, I'm saving for a new car in 3 years, that's all you need to tell us. Either we will save daily or we will save every paycheck, and you will have that option. We could even put aside a dollar amount every day or take it from every paycheck.
Qube's updates are a bit of a callback to Simple Bank's goal-based budgeting and the beloved Safe to Spend feature. That was the number that you had at the top of your screen. Qube is going to implement that in their future iterations. This update is all about giving you clarity on what you can actually spend while still hitting your financial goals. So what I didn't realize is they had made a lot of the changes that we see now in the Qube app. They made those changes in 2024. Two major features that came in 2024 was the custom budget periods. If you watched one of my previous videos, the planning tool explained video, the custom budget periods is the first feature that rolled out, and that's where you can set your budgeting cycle to match your pay cycle. The second feature that came along with the updates from last year was the auto allocation. I'll show clips from that in this video as well.
What auto allocation does is that you really just have to set your budget amounts and forget them, which can be done either on the planning screen or, as shown here, you can do it individually at each Qube level. In this example, you can see in my clothing Qube, I have a monthly budget of $75 because that's how I have balanced my life. That's how I've achieved a $0 budget where every dollar has a job.
This feature is automatically distributing your funds to your cubes based on your preferences. Based on the budget, you can choose to fill to budget or budget to 100%, ensuring that your money goes exactly where it needs to be every budgeting cycle.
You can do a fill to budget or 100% of budget. And the difference between those two is that if you say 100% of budget, that means you always want to add $75 into clothing every budgeting period, right? And remember, budgeting period is either monthly or whatever frequency you set. If you set it weekly, it's going to start adding $75 every week. So it ties in, you don't have to worry about it. You set your period once, and then you set these individual settings. That's 100% of budget. That means it will ignore the balance and it will just always add 75. However, if you say fill to budget, that means it will take the balance into consideration. In this example, I already have $56, so I only need to add a little bit more to reach my 75. So it just depends on the cube and what you want. If you did well in groceries or something, you may want to save money and just fill it to budget or top it up to that 75 and move on and maybe do something else with your extra money. You could put it towards savings or your goals.
I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have questions in the comments. Those were the two main features, the custom budget periods and the auto allocations that came with last year's updates in 2024. Now let's talk about what's to come in 2025. They've got some major game-changing updates, one of which is a bank migration. With a lot of fintech companies or these bank tech companies, they're technically not a bank. They are tech companies. They just have partnerships with banks. Qube is similar to that. They will be partnering an additional bank. They are going to have a bank migration because what he shared on the live, and I'll play the clip.
You're going to have the option to change. We're adding an additional sponsor bank, and that new bank is going to facilitate us to do several things. Obviously, remote check deposit, the Plaid integration, that will be with the new bank. Same thing with high yield savings. Also, everyone who chooses transition will get a new card that does not pill. I'm actually testing the card right now. It's amazing. It's so much better. Contactless payment. Okay, so that's a feature that will directly come, and that takes a lot of thought, planning, dev. And Sarb said for the first 6 months or so of 2025, that is where our focus is going to be.
Customers will have the option to migrate to this new partner to unlock these specific features. In addition to the bank migration, there's going to be a simplified UI in the app and also the goal-based app update. The redesign is going to be more user-friendly, so those folks who are not a fan of the complicated spreadsheet-like budgeting system, we're going to get rid of that and go more towards goal-based cubes. You'll set your goals, add your income, and Qube will handle the rest. It's going to feel fresh, modern. It's going to be clear, goal-oriented money management without overcomplicating things. The last feature or update in 2025 is advanced money movement. Money transfers are going to be a lot better this year. To any of your external accounts is going to be a lot faster and reliable. That's a very strong promise. They're saying it's going to be potentially surpassing Zelle. I'd like to see what that's going to look like.
Priority is going to be making the movement of money between your Qube Money account and other bank accounts easy and fast. So that is where we're going to integrate remote check deposit. There's a technology we are exploring right now that will make Zelle look like a subpar technology. Super exciting about making money movement easy. It's neat to see technologies being developed that can meet these needs that haven't existed in the past. And now we're going to be able to do that. And it's the new sponsor bank is directly integrated already. It really creates, as well as making setting up direct deposit more easy, and the ability for you to do that from the app instead of having to go to your HR or your payroll department.
I'm really excited about the potential changes to come in 2025, especially with the simplified UI. All of these changes look good. So the changes don't just stop there. In 2026, Qube is exploring even more features. With the new bank partnership in 2025, once the migration happens, that's going to open up those additional features. The high yield savings accounts may start to be opened up in 2026. That's where that's going to come, as well as investments options. And so that's going to be great to see. You'll be able to manage your spending, saving, and investments all in one app, which will be really awesome. At the end of the live, they had a quick Q&A where some of the participants were able to ask a few questions. They mentioned that they have no plans to increase the fees right now, with the exception of moving money faster. So the money transfer fees, there may be some potential fee differences there. And yeah, I think that was everything with the updates. What do you think about these updates? Are you excited about the future for Qube? And to all my Simple Bank users out there, does this feel like a bit of a homecoming? If you are going to come to Qube, drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.